What's up guys, Chaz here. If you're new to my channel, I basically teach photography tips on how to better your photography. If you could do me a favor, hit the thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. So, do you ever have a photo shoot and either you look at the photo or you get there and the model you're shooting with brings some outfits, but the shirt or dress or whatever they have is totally wrinkled, like they literally just balled it up and they brought it to the shoot. So I'm going to show you how to get rid of those hard wrinkles in Photoshop. So stay tuned. This one is already done. I kind of went through and took care of the hard wrinkles that really draw your attention and away from the actual photo. So I'm going to show you the before. So that's before, after, before, and after. So I'm going to delete this layer and I'm going to delete these two layers. And how I do this is I use frequency separation, and this is similar to retouching on the face. Now frequency separation we'll do is separate texture and color, so you can go in there and adjust things that you need to kind of clean it up. And basically that is all these folds and wrinkles are they're just different colors. So I'm going to go ahead and start the frequency separation. I've already made a action. If you want to know how to make the action, you can check out the frequency separation with the mixer brush. I go step by step of how you can do that. So I'm going to separate that, and so what I'm going to do is go to the texture. And if you have a pen, this is a lot easier, but you still can do this with a mouse. It's just a little bit easier with the pen. So adjust the size of my brush, and you want to hit mixer brush tool when you're doing this. So as you can kind of see, you got these lines in the fabric and everything, so I typically want to keep in line with that and not go too crazy, because if you take out too many wrinkles, it kind of loses the effect and it kind of looks a little bit fake or overly edited. And so what I'm doing is basically blending the other colors into the other ones, and this is basically blending in that wrinkle where the colors are a little bit distorted. And occasionally you'll use the texture, and this is basically taking out these hard lines that have been left in there. So you hit the clone stamp tool, and then again you kind of want to go with the rest of the fabric. Some of this is easier depending on the fabric. This is a pretty plain shirt, so it's not as hard as something else that will have a little bit more grooves, colors, or whatever textures would be. So go back and kind of mix those in again. And then again, you don't want to do too much because it'll take away kind of the realism of it and it'll start to look a little fake. So there's one. And depending on how many wrinkles you have to fix, this will kind of take a little bit of time. So I would take your time doing this. This is just like retouching skin. You're just moving colors around, and this is just making it more even. So it seems that the wrinkles are disappearing. You can kind of tell right there where I've corrected some. And you don't want to go too crazy. I would just kind of focus on these ones that are obviously not good for the photo. I'm going to go to clone stamp again. Kind of get rid of some of these harder transitions. And what I'm basically doing with the clone stamp tool is I'm sampling an area and then just going kind of with the fabric and trying to keep it as similar as possible. So basically in this case, I would remove wrinkles like this line right here, try to get rid of that as best I could. Some of this down here, maybe leave that. It kind of depends on your personal preference as well, but I don't want to smooth the shirt out too much. Just those awkward ones that make just it obviously like that doesn't belong. And then if you find that you're kind of overdid it, just hit Command Z, Control Z, and that'll undo what you've done. Alright, so let's take a look at a little bit before and of what we already cleaned up. So as you can see, you take out that distracting wrinkle. This is just frequency separation and mixer brush. So you can kind of go around and spot clean the wrinkles that you feel are unnecessary and distract from your photo. So I'm going to leave it at that since I've already done this photo. I just want to give you a quick sample of what I normally do. This works with sheets as well, funky discoloration and other fabrics. Just thinking of it as skin retouching as well, but just for fabric. Alright, so thanks for watching.